I know, I almost wish that we had done it just for,
I wanted to see.
Because they found her giving the wrong name and date of birth to the cops. She told them she was a juvenile. She was only 16.
well, and you know what, now that you did that, maybe I should have, because it might have been worth it. Her last was 8, so I figured, okay, what are we doing here? This is, an MTRP.
Yes.
All right, are you Lric Williams? And will your client waive the formal, oh, never mind. I just remembered what we were doing. All right, so it's cause number 24 DCCR 1791. Mr. Williams was on probation, on a deferred probation. Let me just go back so I can get everything correct on the record, for theft of a firearm, which is, everyone agrees at this point, a state jail felony. And the paperwork for the motion to revoke read third-degree felony, and we all just went with that. And I revoked Mr. Williams' probation. He was sentenced to TDC, and it has now come to our attention that that was obviously a mistake, and that we need to get him sentenced correctly to the state jail felony. So with that being said, I would entertain a motion for a new trial, even though it is outside the time.
We would move for a new trial at this point, Judge, based on the correct sentence.
Any objection to that?
No objection.
All right, then at this time, I will grant a motion for new trial, even though it is outside the time frame to do that. And so what that means is we're back like nothing happened before that. The case is still pending, you're on the probation, but it's like I did not revoke you, so we're kind of starting over at that point where we were just in October, okay? And it's my understanding that you guys have visited and come up with an agreement with regard to punishment for the state jail felony, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And so I think for, to make the record clean, let's go back through the motion itself, and I'm going to get pleas of true or not true. It looked like before it was 1 through 3 and then 5 and 6, and so I'll just read those that you pled true to already, okay? And so will he waive the formal reading of that motion again? And so let me, I'm just going to print it. It'll be easier for me to, oh, thanks. So in 24 DCCR 1791, I've got a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. Shows that you were placed on Would the state like to make a oral motion to amend the motion to adjudicate?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
No objection.
To read?
To read that it is a state jail felony.
Okay. No objection to that. Okay. So, again, I have a motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. Shows that you were placed on probation September 24th, 2024 for the state jail felony offense of theft of a firearm. And that was a 5-year deferred probation. Is that correct? And it alleges in count 1 that you violated your probation by committing the offense of unlawful carrying a weapon May 12th of 2025 in Jefferson County, Texas. Is that true or not true? Count 2 alleges that you committed the offense of unlawful carrying a weapon May 25th of 2025 in Jefferson County. Is that true or not true? Count 3 alleges that you committed the offense of minor in possession of alcohol May 25th of 2025. Is that true or not true? Count 5 alleges that you committed the offense of resisting arrest or transport May 27th of 2025. And is that true or not true? And then count 6 alleges that you failed to report as directed February 10th and May 15th of 2025. And is that true or not true? Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 freely and voluntarily? And because those counts are actually true. I have some documents on the tablet like we had before that you've done today with Ms. Holmes. Did you go over those with her before you signed them? You fully understand them. And you understand if I follow this agreement, you'll be waiving any right to appeal. State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Any evidence that Mr. Williams is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1 through 3, 5, and 6 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the state jail felony offense of theft of a firearm. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 18 months in the state jail prison You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, so you waived your right to appeal. I also handed you another copy of that admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. I already read that to you last month. I'm not going to read it again. You understand you cannot possess a firearm because of this conviction in Texas, right? Okay, you can go back with the bailiff. Thank y'all. Again, you're Victavia Sanders.
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
She will, Your Honor.
Ms. Sanders, in cause number 25, DCCR 1351, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of property with previous convictions, and that is from July 31st of 2025. The indictment alleges you were previously convicted of theft November 13th of 2017, and then again April 15th of 2019. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And because you did what they charged you with? I have some documents here on the tablet. I guess it's coming. The documents on the tablet that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Did you go over those documents with Mr. Kimler?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
Why is it less than what I just
Because the
did?
back time, I think she has less back time in the new case.
All right.
So the back, so it lines up on the release date.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas also.
We'll go with that. State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Sanders is not competent?
There's none to my knowledge. Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find those prior counts true. Find sufficient evidence at this time to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of theft with prior convictions. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 12 months in the state jail prison. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. It will run concurrently, which means that together at the same time with the other case. I've handed you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. I also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read the written admonishment I provided you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Kimler. And I want to make sure you understand, don't go do this time and get out, keep doing the same things, because it can get worse. Today, what could have happened is the new case could have actually been stacked on top of the other case. I could have given you up to 24 months on one and then stacked the other. So you already know now, we're not playing games. You've got to stop, okay? All right. You go back with the
Your Honor, for the record, as part of the plea bargain, she's waiving appeal on F-22 39884.
Okay.
Waiving appeal.
Thank you, Mr. Kimler. All right, you can go back with the bailiff.